Good morning, everyone. This is Vasu Deshpande from Easylib Software Private Limited. Today, I'm going to give a demonstration of Accession register screen in Easylib software. To start Easylib, you are going to type the URL that has been given to your college. Here, I'm typing it as easylib.net, espl demo.easylib.net. That is for my demonstration purpose. So, I'm going to log in with my user ID. Okay. So now I am going to go to the cataloging module. Here I go to the cataloging module. In that, there is an accession register screen. There are multiple accession register screens. So I'm going to take this new accession register over here. So what does this mean? What does this screen look like, and what are the benefits it gives? So let's go over in detail one by one. So the first portion here is that there is a section over here. What does this mean is that if your library has got, let's say, about 1 lakh books or 100,000 books, at that time, you may want to group all the books in different sections. Like here in this case, they have done like book bank, complementary books, general senior, gift books, and all that. So here, if they want to follow a different numbering standard, numbering format for different types of accession numbers, they would use this section. So here, the default is the general one, and all the numbers are beginning with 000. And suppose if I put a gift book, we can see here the gift books are starting with GB over here. SCST books are starting with, let's say, S over here. Like that, different sections will have the different numbering format. So let me go to the generaling one for my training purpose. Okay, so that's one. So now what happens is that when you go over here, always the last accession number comes over here, or the first accession number, depends on the parameter that has been set up over here. So now I go to the general one, and the last accession number 910117 has been displayed. What does this mean? Let's go over one by one over here. So here accession number format is NNN. So suppose if you are entering the data for the different sections, so you are going to change the format here the way you wish. So that is when you use this. Okay, for the general, you don't have to change anything over here. So what does this mean? So if I want to just check, let's say, different accession number, I click on it, click on the search button. Okay, so now this is what is displayed here. If I want to see the next one, I can simply click, go to the next one here. Okay, so now if you see here, what does this mean over here? What it means is that, item is same as 301. What it means is that there has been an accession number 301, and that particular title has multiple copies. So one of the copies 910117. So which are those 8 copies right here? Which are those copies here? It says 8 copies of that. How many of them available? 8 of them. Issued has been nothing. So if you want to see what are those 8 copies, you simply click on item status. You are going to see the list of those 8 copies over here. So now if you see here, there are only 7 of them. For some reason, something has been added, deleted. That's why it has been showing like that. So we'll go over in detail how we are going to fix that portion here. So if anytime if you want to see the number of copies, you simply go to the item status and check it out. Okay, what does this forward catalog mean? So if you want to send this information to somebody, you can just simply go copy this and then paste it, and then somebody, you can send it here. So there is an email function also that is going to be built in here. So right now you'll have to copy and paste it here. Mark view, what does this mark view mean over here is that, so we have got this data in the mark format here. Okay, it's already there. So right now 2 fields have been populated. There are many more fields over here. Whatever you populated, it's going to show over here. So if I take another accession number 000, 100 if I take, okay, 1000 if I take. So now let's say click on it, machine drawing, mark format. It's going to show the data in the mark format for the field that is already populated here. So you don't have to remember the mark tags. Already that setup can be done at one place, and then you are able to see that particular data in the mark format. So next is ebook link. What does this mean? So many times a physical copy is linked with an ebook over here. So user might have given another ebook. So if suppose that ebook is somewhere over here. So now this is machine drawing, right? So if you want to add a machine drawing related ebook in your catalog, so what you would want to do is you go here, find out which is the equivalent machine drawing book. Okay. So now this particular book over here. So they have, you show it, you can, or otherwise you choose whichever is the most appropriate machine drawing. Okay, this seems to be the right one. So WordPress, the entire book is available over here. Okay, so you are putting only the non-copyrighted material. So somebody has put over here the machine drawing, the entire copy has been put. So this is a violation of the copyright. So you don't want to touch this. Okay. So take only the ones which are good, non-copyrighted ones. You can add it. So here, lecture 1, introduction to machine drawing. If you think that this is something that is going to be applicable to your students, because you just put this number, put it. URL also you can put it. I'll show you how to put the URL. But if you want to put the actual ebook, okay, if something is there, then you can search as machine drawing book, or then you can add that particular book over here. Let me see if there is any one book over here that I can add it. And Cosmos. Okay, this is the book. So now I'm going to link it over here. So successfully linked here. So now if I want to add another one over here, I can link that also. This is fundamentals of English. I'm just adding here, sample one. So these two books are added to this. So now that is the ebook link here. Any book that has got the associated ebook along with that, you can simply add it here. What does this export mean? Export means this particular data can be seen in a format which others also can access by just giving it in this link over here. So here, this is the PDF copy. You can download it, share it with whoever you wish to share with. Okay. So now next one. Let's go down over here. What are this? This one means first copy. This means last copy in that particular section. This means the last record. This means previous record. Okay. So now what I'll do is general one. I am click the last one, statistics of management, right over here. This is the book over here. Okay. So now the title, author, subject, these are all common, right? So no issues. Perfect. So let's go here. What are the other things here? So subjects, what we have done is we have loaded the first 1,000 subject headings of DDC. Okay. If you want to add, you can add more over here. So this book is, let's say, for example, statistics for management, right? So now you can check on statistics over here. Statistics of solid. So I don't know whether the correct one. So whichever is appropriate, you choose it over here. So second subject, whatever you want to choose it here. Okay. Then soft copy, what does it mean is that in case you have got something soft copy is available, you can choose and upload. Like could be an image, it could be a PDF copy of that book. Image you are going to upload here, the entire soft copy you can do it here. There is one thing that I'm going to show you. This is related to the ISBN. Okay. What this ISBN is going to help is, so this, the moment you got it, if you got a new book, first thing that you want to do is populate this ISBN, get the union data, union catalog data. So automatically it will connect to the Google Scholar union catalog, and then add that particular information. You just change it, whatever you wish to change. Okay. So now you say add this particular book. So now one copy you are adding. This particular book got added as a new title with this, whatever you have obtained from the Google Union Catalog. And the rest of this is all available already here. So now once you add this, if you want to change it here, it will populate the AITBS. This is by a different vendor. You purchase is fine. If you have paid about, let's say, you paid about 230 rupees, you add it here. Any rack, anything, all that thing you change it here, and then you can simply modify that. Okay. So now this particular book has been modified. Okay. Suppose once you have done this, right, you got one more copy of this book. What you need to do is you have to go to whichever copy of the book that you want to add one more copy. Okay. So this is not existing. So I'll put another one. I'll take it 400. Okay. This is the action. 3 copies are there. 3 books are there. 3 titles are available of this particular one. So suppose one more book has come of the same one. What you need to do is you simply go to the old one, existing one. Then you say add more copies. Okay, add more copy, get a class accession number. This was 910118 was the last one. So what I'll do is I'll make it as a 9. Okay, the next accession. Okay, now how many copies it's adding? There are already 3 copies, so I'm going to add 2 more copies. So now it is trying to add 2 more copies to the same book. What is the book? This 910911 119 and 120 got added here. To which one? That particular one we have 400, right? So now if I click on that item status, instead of 3, there are total 5 copies now. Okay, it's very easy. Whenever you want to add multiple copies of the book, Easylib makes the job very easy. So now here you are seeing earlier it was showing us 3 books. Now you have got the 5 books. Okay, now there are 2 portions in this catalog. First is the catalog details. Second is the copy details. What the catalog detail means is title, author, subject, call number, class number, the publisher, the anything related to that particular title is all in the catalog details. But the accession number, Okay, and where did you procure from? What is the price? When did you procure? These are all related to the specific copy actually. That is why these are in the bottom portion. Okay, so now if you have got this particular book, there are total 5 copies. For all the 5 copies, the catalog will be the same data. But these 5 books, right, they might have been obtained in different dates, right? So now if you see here for the 19, I have added some purchase details, some vendor details and all that. For 20, I didn't add, right? So what you want to do is you need to go to the accession number that you just added here, 20, then you choose where did you get it from and all that thing, because otherwise it would not know where did you get that. Only the top portion gets copied here when you add a particular copy of that book. Bottom portion, you need to go to the specific accession number and modify. I'll just click on the more once again so that it will reduce over here. Here also there is a more which will have additional fields for you to add here. So now how did we choose all these fields to display? Based on most used ones. Okay, all right. So now let me go here down below. Add means adding a particular copy. So now this was the last one. If you want to go and add a 21, okay, you make it 21, automatically this add button gets enabled here because you change the accession number here. Okay, so now what I'll do is I'll just go to the previous one itself. So now 21. Modify means it is going to modify this data as well as this data. Okay, only for this. See, only for this particular book, this copy details get modified. However, if you click on modify all copies, right, all the 5 copies will get modified here. Okay, so this is helpful if you want to put all of them to have the same copy details data at that time, you want to use that. But if you have got 3 books 2 years back and you have got 2 books now, you don't want to do all the modified copies because everything will get modified here. So in that case, what you want to do is you need to go to that particular accession number, only modify that particular data. However, this portion, catalog details get modified. Even if you modify 1 copy, it will get modified to all the 5 copies because by design itself, all of them are copies of the same book. Okay, clear is very simple. You just clear everything over here. That's all. Okay, delete will clear particular delete accession number. Okay, so that it will do, no issues. All right, so now let me go to the accession number last again. Okay, now this is an interesting one. Withdraw. What does it mean? Suppose this particular book is lost. What do you do? So you want to withdraw it. At that time, the book is taken out from the catalog, put it in the withdrawn list over here. You will not be able to search in the OPAC, but as a librarian, you can see the list of all the books that are withdrawn. Okay. Now lock record. Lock record, it was developed for one customer here, which was basically they wanted to give the ability to lock that particular record so that nobody else can modify that. That's why, everything became here gray and all that thing, right? If you want, you can even unlock that also. So only you will be able to unlock, nobody else will be able to unlock that particular one. So this happens, if there are 5 librarians, one librarian is working on cataloging, he doesn't want anybody else to modify that. At that time, he can lock that particular record. Now there is something called MSTR. Okay, see now the last book, right? There are total how many 5 copies we added here? 2 more copies we added. Then you realized actually only the 910, 119 is a copy, but 120 is a different one. By mistake, you had put 2 copies instead of the one. So if you think that 120 is a totally separate one, what you need to do is you need to click on MSTR. Okay, make it as a separate title number. At that time, it will separate it. And now you see this. Earlier, the 910 is showing as 5 copies, right? I'll click on refresh now. It became 1 copy here because 120 is totally different from the other book here. Okay, so you got it. So that is how this particular title works here. So what did we do? Did we modify the I think agriculture engineering we put up? Okay, maybe that particular title and whatever we have chosen. So, all right. So now 120. So now 119 is a part of that previous list, right? 119. So the 4 copies, no, which were that 400 accession number 400, right? 400, 192 and 96. These are all copies of that particular older one, and 119 is a copy of this, but 120 is totally belonging to a different department. That's how you split it out. But now later you realize, oh my God, 119 and 120 are same. By mistake, you have done as a separate title. At that time, what you need to do is you need to go to the merge title here. What does this mean? Bulk merge title. Here, what you can do is 000119. You can put. Wait a minute. What was the number? That accession number, right? 910119920. 9101119 to 910 120, I'm going to put it here, list here. Okay, you can list here. If you want, you can list from 10 also, any number you can range here. But now, if you find that only these two copies are of the same one, what you do is you select 4 of them, merge both of them. Which is the master copy of the title? 400, no, 000, 400 is the master copy. So you just say submit. Now what happens? Now this 910, 919 and 920, both of them become the same copy. So now I will do one thing. I'll just do the inquiry again. What was that 400? No, how many copies of this 400 are there? Let's see here. Okay, now see here, 120 came back as a part of this 910 over here. Okay, sorry, 400. 400, 92, 96, 119, 120. So these are the 5 copies of the same book. The same data gets reflected over here whenever I go to the accession register. So now the last record, if I see here, 120 now is a copy of that same item status. If I click this particular 5 copies of that 400 are there. Yeah, that is simple. That's about it. So it's a very simple accession register facility we have given in Easylib. Use it. If you have doubts, you can always click on the support and you will see the list of all the tickets that you have already opened. If you want to create a new ticket, go ahead and create it. We'll get the notification. And thank you very much for being a customer of Easylib. We request you to refer more and more customers. Here, these are our contact numbers: 9844081710, 6364574490, and this is my email ID. Call us. We'll be very happy to help you over here. Thank you so much. Have a great day. And if you want to see more such videos, you simply go to youtube.com/easylib demo. Here is the wealth of the information of Easylib you are going to see here to see the demonstration of Easylib. And those of you who have not yet subscribed to our channel, don't forget to subscribe. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful day. Bye.